Hello, in this video I'll be sharing with you what the idea of this channel is and what can be expected from it. So a key practical build would mean that we're going to focus on the idea of the practical actions that help us to achieve the change that we desire and respectively enter the reality that we wish to experience or live in as it is. This means that we will examine every idea that we might need around adaptation and information that we receive, regardless of what source it is, because we're going to focus on the esoteric side of the information as well as spirituality and what that actually means. Also, something else that is very important is the feedback that I'm going to actually count on you to provide to me, because feedback is important to know how the job is done. And if the idea of the channel and the website are to help people develop and um, make themselves into the images that they prefer to be, eh, that means that every piece of information regarding feedback of how it is done, if everything is okay, everything is explained clearly, everything is synchronistic, whatever it is, any type of feedback will be helpful to me, knowing if I am actually doing my job or the job that I set out to do. So please feel free to share anything, whatever it is. Uh, while the idea of the channel and the website will be to examine the principles and their manifestation in the reality that we are meaning and on Earth as a humanoid, and the challenges that we might face, so to speak, because we usually think that we don't have time or we don't have the chance or possibility to do anything, so that which is basically wrong. All we have to do is start working, and this is where the key practical part comes out, because we're going to focus on ways to adapt ourselves to the environment in order to continue on in the direction that we've chosen to follow, which is another thing. The direction is a very important thing. You Basically, there are only two directions. One is outwards, the other one is inwards. We'll focus on those, but the main focus of this channel will be examining the ideas of developing while focusing and directing ourselves outwards towards the environment and out of our comfort zone, because this is what actually provides the results that we require in order to achieve a change. Um, in the future videos, we'll go into more depth so that it can be more better explained. Another thing that can be expected is that I refer to these videos, or I will refer to these videos as lectures. They might be from 5 to 15, maybe 45 minutes, depending on what the idea of the video is. But some themes or ideas I would like to examine more widely, expansively, or with by making more connections so that it can become more clearer. This is why there might be very long videos, but there might be also shorts, which I will call inspirational, uh, just because I'm going to make an experiment out of making short videos of with explanations for little things that we may forget during the day-to-day life. I mean, so that's another thing that we'll be focusing on. I think that that's pretty much the basics of the channel, and at the beginning what it will represent. I will also attempt to lead podcasts, find a partner with who to lead them, and make interviews with other sources in the same direction or and team that this channel is for, so that we can make it more expansive and productive than the usual piece of information where you just see one person. The idea is to connect all the pieces of the puzzle to make the bigger picture clearer. And the only way to do that is by accepting every viewpoint. Um, this means taking information from everywhere, basically. So I will attempt and develop my connections in a way to share them with you and help attempt to help you in the best way possible. Again, you're the only ones that can tell me if that is good, if that is true, or and if I'm actually doing the job right. So I will appreciate your feedback and have fun. We'll see what will happen next.